Alright, hello YouTube. Today I'm going to teach you how to be a professional scratch-off lotto player. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to research your lottos before you go out and buy them. You can look up the lotto scratch-off odds on a couple of websites, and they'll basically tell you what the odds are, what types of prizes there are, and some lottos have different tiers of prizes that you can get, and there's also going to be kind of like a duration or like a certain amount of printed lotto cards that are going to be out there, and the amount of prizes that are out there are going to be spread out through the whole population of all the lotto cards. So as people are buying lotto tickets and scratching them off, there ends up being a smaller and smaller pool, and then you'll see that, you know, sometimes it gets down to, like, you know, only 1 million scratch off cards left. You've got you know, maybe like 10,000 prizes or even more than that still out there. So when the population shrinks but the amount of prizes are still high, that's when you have even better odds and better chances of getting a prize by scratching off that one game. So you're going to want to do your research online, find the overall best odds first. You can also find the overall best odds on the back of the card. And then you're going to want to find a tier of lotto card that you can buy that's affordable to you. There's typically lotto cards that are anywhere from $30 in price or per ticket to $10, and then there's a $5 ticket, and then sometimes there's a $3 or $2 ticket, and then a $1 ticket. Typically the $1, $2, and $3 tickets are the worst odds. So you end up having to buy more of those tickets just to get one winning ticket, which that winning ticket is probably just you know, going to cover the cost of the last ticket. So you might only win $1, $2, or $3 back on that one ticket. And then so when you find a ticket that you like, right now I'm doing the Gold Rush Supremes, and to get the best overall odds, you'll want to go for the most expensive ticket, which is like a $30 ticket, or I'm playing kind of the middle ground, which is the $10 ticket, and the $10 ticket is kind of like a mix between the 5 and the 30, but you know, if you think about it, I can buy 3 times as many of the $10 ticket as I can of the $30 ticket. So for me, that kind of evens the playing range, so I can play with $100, and normally I'll win enough from 10 tickets that I can just play in the parking lot and then go back in and basically re-roll or try another roll or something like that. So your first step is going to be research your tickets, find the best odds, and find something that's affordable to you. And then beyond that, you're going to want to, you know, find the right ticket, play that, and then you're also going to want to find the best store for you. And the best store for you could be the most convenient store, the one that's closest to you. I have a store near me that they actually accept debit cards for Lotto, so I don't even have to go to an ATM or go to a bank. I can immediately just you know, buy 10 tickets of Lotto and just pay with my debit cards. So that ends up being the most convenient for me, and it's just right down the street for me. So it being the most convenient means that I get to play the most often, and the most often I play, or the more often I play, statistically, the more chances that I have with basically more odds. So more drops in the bucket, more chances to win. But then again, you still want to play within a budget, so set a budget. Maybe it's like $100 a week or $100 a month or something like that. Pick a budget, stick to it, and then just play $100 a week, and then go with that. So after you research your lottos, you found a store, and you might also want to. There's some stores that they'll advertise that they've had a lot of winners. So I've got another store that it's actually a liquor store. I have to bring cash to play there, but at the liquor store they've had maybe like 20 wins, and so with those 20 wins, it means that there's more people probably playing there, and the more people playing there, there's more tickets being pulled out of the roll, and then potentially maybe there's a better chance of you getting a good win from that. Just by going to the more popular store, the more popular playing place. So there's different strategies. You can either go to a store that's most convenient and play there more often, or you can go to a store that is more popular and there's more tickets being pulled. So potentially that's maybe a better option for you. So after you've picked your store, you're going to want to buy cards. The thing is, you don't want to buy too few, because there's a chance that you buy a line of tickets and you buy too few. So let's say you buy only 5, and like out of all 5 of those, you get absolutely nothing back. And if you did that, then it would be just a complete waste of your time, and there wouldn't be any chances for anything else. But if you buy 10, maybe you lost on the first 5, but the next 3 you end up winning like $100 and maybe a 20 or something like that, and then you've got enough for buying another 12 tickets. You could then do another scratch off session. So my objective is really to be able to keep free spinning and keep getting more lottos, and then potentially by getting more and more lottos, you can just keep going from store to store to store, and then you end up just increasing your odds. So you might have only brought in $100, but you would have at the end of the day purchased about $400 worth of tickets. So it's kind of like expanding your money by 4. So now that I've got my tickets, I bought a line of 10. So I bought a line of 10, and these are $10 tickets with 1 to 3.5 odds. So for you to win anything, even if it's only $10, you need to buy almost 4 tickets. So there should statistically be at least 2, maybe more winning tickets out of these 10. And sometimes I've gotten almost 1 out of 2. Everything is really just all random, so you can almost get just anything. But kind of the way that you have to play is that the odds are going to catch up to you, and so if you're on hot streak and you're winning really well, the next line of cards you buy, you could basically lose everything that you just put into it. So it is gambling. You are probably going to lose your money anyway, but the fun to me is seeing how far you can stretch your money, and seeing how much you can actually get for say $100 or something like that. So now that I've researched my lottos, I found my lotto ticket size that I want, I'm at the store that's most convenient to me, and I bought 10 of my cards. Now I've got some special tools, and what I basically use so I can play in the parking lot, so I don't drive home, scratch off, and then have to come back later. I can just scratch off with this special plastic scratch off pen, and I've got a blue clipboard, and from here I can basically just scratch off the cards, and to make it even faster, you don't actually have to scratch off the entire card, because scratching off the entire card just makes a lot of dirt, and it's not going to mean that you're going to actually win anything more, but you can just scratch off the barcode, and scratching off the barcode is really quick. There's less dirt involved, and after I scratch off the barcode, I can just scan it with my phone, and then that saves me a lot of time, saves everyone a lot of time, because anything you actually win, they're just going to scan off the barcode anyway, so it doesn't even, you don't even need to scratch off the top of the card. And also I don't even need to break the cards off. I'll do that after when I'm sorting. So I'm just scratching off all of the barcodes, and I'll do this for each line. So you see I've already scratched off those 5, and it's just like, it's like a belt feed machine gun. I can just pull these down and just very systematically barcode, 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 barcode. Like that, I've already got 10 cards that are already scratched off, and that's probably less than a minute. So really quick, there's those 2, and then with my phone, you can just pull up the Lotto app, and the Lotto app sometimes takes a minute to pull up, but when it does, it literally just takes seconds, and then I can just scan all these real quick. And I actually have to update my app here. It's installing. I open it. Alright, now it's opening. And you go down to check my ticket, scan my ticket. Again, I can basically just do it like a belt. So I scan that. That one's 0. Scan that. That one's 0. Scan that. That one's 0. So, like I was saying, you could strike out, 5 in a row, which I just did, and so all 5 of these are a complete wash, but chances are I've probably won something else on these other 5. But with these Gold Rush Supremes, because there's a second chance lottery, even though I lost on the immediate lottery, I can still keep these, and then I can enter in the same card into the second chance lottery and potentially win something from that. Even though I've been playing that for the last year, I still have not won a single thing from the second chance, even with thousands of entries. So on the second run, I just won 15 on one. And then I won 10 after that. So 15 and 10 after just losing out on 5 cards in a row. And then 0. And then 0. So out of 100, I basically just won 25 back, which is absolutely like horrible odds. But to me, that means that I should actually keep playing from the same roll, because statistically those are kind of like below odds, and maybe there's something better after this. So with these two, I'll walk back in with 25, maybe get another 2 or 3 tickets, and then see if there's anything that was after that. And then with the ones that I just lost on, I'll take those home, and then I'll scan those and put those into entries in the second chance lottery. And so that's basically it. So I've sorted my cards. I've got 2 winning cards out of a total of 10. So horrible odds, and because they were horrible odds, I'm going to go back in and play, get another 2 or 3. If I was actually up, and maybe let's say I won $100 or like 120 or something, I would basically take those winnings and I would go to another gas station and just going to another location, another gas station, and getting from a separate roll. Potentially you have new odds that maybe you can actually win something else and keep rolling, which sometimes I've been able to do that, where I get lucky at the first gas station, first convenience store, and then I go to the next one with 100 or 120, and then I win 100 there, and then I go to another gas station and get another 100, and sometimes I'm able to keep rolling for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, where I'm literally just scratching off barcodes, scanning them, and then getting more tickets. And by doing that, I'm able to basically just kind of get just a ton of entries, a ton of chances, by only putting in like $100, which is really kind of crazy. And that's what I'm